The Young and the Restless Wednesday, August 6th recap. Kyle swears nothing happened with Audra, spills Victor's plot to Claire. That Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will swear nothing happened with Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, when he spills Victor Newman's, Eric Braden, plot to Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. At the Tack House with Kyle, Claire will remain fed up with Victor's attempts to control her life and will insist they should talk to Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, to see if his apartment is still available. When talk turns to Audra, and all that talk about Kyle leaving his charger in her sleeping car, Kyle will admit there's a reason she's trying to mess with them. That'll lead to Kyle revealing that Victor was funding Vibrante as payment for Audra to break them up. Although Audra and Victor refuse to admit it, Kyle will be certain that's what went down. Claire will push for answers about what played out in Nice, so Kyle will suggest that Audra thought she was getting somewhere before he called her out on her scheme. However, Kyle will note that nothing happened, so Claire will push him to swear it. After Kyle promises that he'd never betray Claire and that he wouldn't want Audra under any circumstances, he'll pull Claire into a hug. Kyle will worry that Audra could fight even harder to impress Victor now, or even just come after him for revenge. Claire will plan on making Audra back off, and will add that Audra doesn't know who she's dealing with. Next on Wednesday's Y&R episode, Audra will scramble to salvage her agreement with Victor, but he'll insist it's null and void. After Victor demands back every dime he invested in Vibrante, Audra will leave in a huff. At Crimson Lights, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will catch up with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and wonder if he'd consider teaming up with Victor against Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Despite the threat Kane poses, Jack will think they should defend their own family since he won't have any interest in partnering up with untrustworthy Victor and his ego. Of course, there's no way Victor would be interested either considering the vendetta he's had with Jack and the Abbotts lately. When Audra pops up, Nikki will gripe about her plot with Victor getting exposed. Nikki will also give Jack updates on Victor pushing Claire too far after Cole Howard's J. Eddie Peck Memorial. After Nikki mentions her desire to get Audra out of town, Audra will overhear and make it crystal clear that she's not going anywhere. In Kane's suite, Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, will confirm on her video call that she knew about Kane being Aristotle Dumas for quite some time. However, Jill will be upset over Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, thinking this is what matters right now when Chance Chancellor Connor Floyd just lost his life. Billy will end up feeling like Jill is blaming him for everything as usual. The fact that Jill and Kane bonded over Colin Atkinson's, Tristan Rogers, passing will also get under Billy's skin. After Billy hangs up with Jill, he'll bicker with Kane until Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, plays referee. Despite all the drama, Kane will still want to work with Billy, who'll still seem open to it since he'll agreed to be in touch. Once Kane's alone with Phyllis, she'll try to convince him that Billy is a liability and not good for what Kane's trying to achieve. Kane will disagree and defend Billy a bit before confirming that Phyllis is still on board with his plans. At Society, Billy will trade barbs with Victor and hint that he might become a bigger thorn in Victor's side soon. Victor won't seem intimidated at all and will suggest he's got a hatchet ready. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy may have some alarming news headed his way thanks to Victor soon, so stay tuned.